sub to the channel, share the video. I'm getting straight to it because I ain't got a lot of time, bro. Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia, these Garcias, bro. All these excuses for losing to Tank Davis, bro. Y'all got to cut this shit out, man. Tank Davis ain't never going to get credit for nobody. I believe when he knocked Devin Haney out, knocked Shakur Stevenson out, knocked Lomachenko out, bro, there's going to be excuses there too, bro. So all you going to ever give is excuses. It happened to Floyd Mayweather, bro. Every single win, people make excuses, bro. Oh, he really lost to Castillo. He really lost to Madonna. He made Canelo fight at a catch weight. I just hate Floyd so much. I wish I got to see him lose. People do the same thing with Tank. And since you haven't been able to get him to lose yet or see him lose yet, you want the court of public opinion to be negative about him. You want him to lose in the court of public opinion with boxing fans, bro. And so we got Hector Garcia most recently and Ryan Garcia in his last fight. His 2 fights that he had this year in 2023, both of the fighters taking their L's like some hoes, bro. Straight up. Ryan Garcia, bro, come on, dog. Ryan Garcia talking about he was 50% of himself. Ryan Garcia is talking about he'll never lose again, and he been complaining, and fans been complaining, and Tank Davis haters woke. Oh, man, he put a catch weight and a rehydration clause on him. That was weak. That's the only reason Ryan lost. That's some bullshit. I think rehydration clauses and catch weights are weak, too. Yeah, cook Tank for it. But what's also weak is trying to get somebody to fight at a certain stance where you'll have the advantage. Fight from a certain perspective where you'll be the one with all the advantages, specifically when you the one that don't sell no goddamn tickets and you the B-side. See, what people leave out in the Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia situation, which I will not leave out, is Tank Davis said, yeah, I put rehydration clause and catch weight on him. I sure did, but I wanted him to make 135. He didn't want to make 135. If he would have made weight, if he would have made 135, there'd be no hydration clauses. There'd be no catch weight. Yeah, bro. Y'all leave that out, though. People leave that shit out. You leave out the fact that in the case of Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney or Regis Prograis, all these guys is calling him out at 140. Tank Davis told y'all he didn't want to fight at 140 years ago. But he should be the one to capitulate to people. That shit crazy to me, bro. And I just want the fight, so I'm pushing for him to fight at whatever weight class we can get the fight at. But for him, at 5'4", being naturally smaller than all these guys we want to see him fight, and making it clear years ago, look, bro, I won the 140 from Barrios. I won the Super WBA belt from Leo Santa Cruz at 130. I had the 135-pound belt already. I had 3 belts at one time. The WBA came to me and said, look, bro, where you fighting at? Because we need to order some of these fights. What weight class you fighting at? I made it clear I ain't fighting at 140 no time soon because I'm uncomfortable there. I made it clear I ain't fighting at 130 no more because I can't make that weight. 135, I feel good at. And so he dropped his belt at 140 and he dropped his belt at 130. Yet people are still saying, well, you fought Mario Barrios at 140. Why can't you fight this guy at 140? Or you fought this guy at 130. Why can't you fight Monster anyway at 130? Like all this crazy ass shit when he's a bigger name than all of them. And if they don't want you got 2 options, bro. This is from the outside looking in. Seem like you got 2 options, and I ain't mad at neither one of them, bro. If you want to fight Tank above 135, he gonna probably put a rehydration clause or a catch weight on your ass. If you don't want a rehydration clause or a catch weight on your ass, you gonna have to fight him at 140. Usually the A side is the one that picked the weight class y'all fighting and not the other way around, bro. It's always been like that. You ain't telling Canelo Alvarez what weight class he fighting in, bro, unless you were Floyd Mayweather when you was the A side over him. You ain't telling Manny Pacquiao what weight class he fighting in, bro. But yet somehow, and this is where it goes back to people always trying to shit on this young man, yet somehow people are going to find a way to shit on him for wanting and trying to have the same advantages that every A side that came before him had, bro. You can still say Canelo is the face of boxing. You could say Tank is the face of boxing. What's true is that Canelo is the man at 168 down. Anything from heavyweight down to 147, he the man. Anything from 140 all the way down to the small ass weights, Tank is the man. And the same advantages that Canelo got, Tank got, bro. And one of those is you ain't finna tell. It ain't not nan cruiserweight. Give a fuck how good you can fight. It ain't a single cruiserweight that gonna tell Canelo what weight class he gonna fight in. Straight up, it ain't a single middleweight that can get him to come to middleweight. It ain't a 154 pounder that can get him to come to 154 pounds. You gonna fight him where he say you gonna fight him. And that's it, that's all. So the same thing in the case of Tank Davis, bro. If you don't want that shit, if you don't want them stipulations, then you need to fight him at the weight class he's telling you to fight him at, bro. It's that simple. That's what it mean to be the A-side, bro. If you don't like that shit, sell more tickets. If you don't like that shit, get more people to come to your fights, get more people to buy your fights, and then you can have some leverage, bro. Then you can have some leverage. But what happens is boxing fans are so stupid and so tribal, and a lot of them are so disingenuous and dishonest that they put pressure on guys like Tank Davis, guys like Canelo to capitulate shit that they shouldn't have to capitulate. All I ever asked from Canelo Alvarez, bro, you can dictate the weight class and shit, but can we get you in there with Benavidez? When you was at 160, you get all the money, you can dictate that shit, but can we get you in there with Charlo and Andrade, bro? That's what people ask of him, bro. You said you were going to 175 because you wanted to be undisputed. You lost to Bivol. You don't want to be undisputed no more? You don't want to be undisputed no more? You don't want to try that shit no more? Like, it's shit like that, bro, that he gets criticized for. For Tank Davis, yes, bro, you got to fight Devin Haney. You got to fight Shakur Stevenson. You got to fight Lomachenko. We want to see you in these fights, bro. We need to see you in these fights. But for these other fighters, you got to do what it takes to get the fight, bro. And so I don't like them excuses from Ryan Garcia, bro. That shit weak to me. You signed up for that shit. You didn't have to do that shit. And if you wanted to not have those stipulations, you could have just gave in and fought the man at 135. But you wanted to swing at Johnson and act like you had leverage and act like you wanted to negotiate and all that shit. And you fucked up and you did the hydrations and the catchweights and shit. That's on you, bro. That's on you. You could have fought that man at 135 and you wouldn't have had all that shit. He made it clear. He said the shit out of his own mouth, and neither you nor your team have refuted that. Now on the Hector Garcia, bro, with this weak ass shit. His excuse even weaker than Tank's because it wasn't no hydration clauses. I mean, than Ryan's. Wasn't no hydration clauses. Wasn't no catch weights. In the case of Hector Garcia, he blamed the fight. He blamed him getting his ass knocked out on Meek Mill and Gary Russell Jr. Say the fight outside the ring made him cold. Made him not be able to do nothing. Made him not be able to warm back up. And so then he got hit in the 8th round and then he just was blurry and shit. Last I checked, Tank didn't get to keep fighting. When the fight broke out, they stopped the fight for him too. They stopped the fight for him too, bro. So stop with that. Like, what's up with all these excuses? He was tagging your ass already anyway. He was putting hands on you. From the 4th round on, you was getting outboxed in the pocket, down on the cars, getting caught cleanly, and you were getting your ass stopped. And you chose to not to come out the corner, bro. Seeing blurry, whatever the case may be, you chose to tell the people you couldn't see and you were blind. Was you blind or you blurry? Can you not see or can you see? You just got your eyesight knocked out. You just got your eyesight knocked out your goddamn brain, bro. That's all. Don't blame it on Gary Russell and Meek Mill. Don't do that shit, bro. And then he says this fight with Lamont Roach will erase away and show that the stuff that happened with Gervonta Davis was a fluke. No, sir. No, sir. I don't know where these dudes try to get you. You and Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert tried to do that shit to you, and I took up for you. Chris Colbert was like, I don't need to fight Hector Garcia again. If I just go become champion, it's like I never lost, and I cooked him for it. Same thing for you, bro. That shit, ain't no favoritism over here, dog. How the hell can, man, you could knock Lamont Roach out in the 1st round. They ain't gonna show shit to show that what happened with you and Tank Davis was a fluke, bro. The only way to show that the shit is a fluke is work your way up, find a way to make yourself a name, keep winning over and over again, demand the fight, call him out, tell him it was a fluke, keep running down on shit and then get the rematch and then beat his ass. That's the only way people gonna, shit, you ain't gonna get nobody to believe that Tank Davis knocking your ass out was a fluke. All because you able to beat Lamont Roach if you beat him. And by the way, I picked Lamont Roach to win the decision in that fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll catch y'all soon. Peace out.